everybody, this is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up Demonstrator in Des Moines, Iowa, and I'm here every Tuesday night with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
We do a live project every week. You can go to Stamping Mom on YouTube and go to the live videos. It's like 3 clicks over, and you can go and see everything we've done in the past. We've been at this for a couple years, haven't we, hon?
We have. It's been fun.
So I have a fun and easy card for you. As crafters, you have some paper scraps, right? So this card is going to use up your little paper scraps, but also make a darling card. And you could make dozens of them. I got this idea from my dear friend Sharon Burkert. It's actually on her blog this morning. I think it's this morning or yesterday. I saw it, and she did hers with the celebration paper, the purple paper. So pretty. So head over to her blog if you want to see it. I made mine a little different. She embossed her center panel, and then she fussy cut out some flowers of her DSP. Well, I love the medium daisy punch. It makes everything so easy. So this is what we're making. We do have some things to go over before we start. Steve has some graphics he wants to show, and I wanted to show this card. I have another sweet friend, Lorraine Tierney, and she sent me this card. We did it as part of our stamp camp. There was a color challenge, and the creativity abounds. Friends know that I love the bright colors. And she was showing us this card, and she's like, now who would want this card? And I don't know if it was me or someone else said Beth would want it, which is totally true. So what she did on this is she took Bermuda Bay. I'm trying to show you. And it's cut, well, it's not cut. She cut a piece probably 1 inch, and then she put this die on there and cut it, and then she layered this. It's Bermuda Bay, Granny Apple Green, Polished Pink, and Crushed Curry. And it's kind of like that desert art scene. And then the shells, but all of this comes from the Seaside Bay set. Also in the Seaside Bay, I've talked a lot about how I like my center popped up on my daisies. Well, I tried it tonight, and this little circle punch in the Seaside Bay, if you don't have a 1/2 inch circle punch, look at this.
Wow.
It's a 1/2 inch circle die. So, what do you think? Do you like that better with sweet sorbet or crushed curry? I didn't think about that.
I kind of like this sweet sorbet, honestly.
Do you like the sweet sorbet? I was trying to pick up the crushed curry that was over here. I was trying to get all the colors in the designer series paper, but anyway.
It's hard to do. It's very pretty paper. Lots of colors.
My Seaside Bay stamp camp is over, but still if you order 87 or more from me, you can get access to the entire stamp camp. And it's pretty awesome. So I received another card in the mail, but I think that's going to be next week's video. So I'm going to wait and show you that next week.
We have a Celebration Products graphic.
We do. And that is Celebration. If you want to order a subscription, if you get a year subscription, you get 4 celebrations free. If you get a 6-month, you get 2 free. And a 3-month, you get 1 free. But it is a good deal. And oh my goodness, mine just came yesterday.
Oh,
and
wait, I have to take my graphic down so you can see it.
So you can see this. Paper pumpkins, if you used to get them, it's now, I think they said 10 years. It's just gotten better and better. Do you see how darling this is? The Sunshine and Smiles. It's beautiful cards. I absolutely can't wait to make these.
Perfect for Easter.
They even, I know, in spring, and they even put a sentiment in here. A lot of times on my card tutorials, at the bottom I'll say, send to a friend to brighten their day. Well, Stampin' Up heard me, well not really, but it says, you brighten my day.
So you're giving Tony a sneak peek. She hasn't gotten hers yet.
Oh, sorry, Tony, if you wanted to be surprised.
You're a spoiler, Beth.
I am sad I didn't buy more than one. So there is that.
So there's Paper Pumpkin, and then you got the joining special with the
The
cute little
joining
machine.
Special, yes. You only have one more week. And if you want to join, you really need to think about who you join with. I was just on with Joy Team. We meet together almost every single week of the year from all over the United States. And I have a small to medium-sized team, but I'm part of a huge national team, so it's the best of both worlds. You get the prizes and the support of one of the top 5 demos in the nation, but then you get me and Steve.
Yeah.
Are you part of the deal, Steve?
I am part of the deal.
So, I know my Joy Team friends enjoy the time they get to spend with Steve too. So what else do you have for graphics?
We're shopping.
Oh, Bev. Sorry, Bev. You know, I spoiled everyone's sneak peek. Like I said, I just got mine.
She was really excited about it.
Oh, and Kimberly was at the stamp camp. Thank you for saying it was awesome. Kimberly is a demo, and I hope you're going to come again. The next one is July 8th, that weekend. And we will pick out a suite from the annual catalog, and you get so much for your money. You can go on my website and just buy the tutorial for $15, but like Kimberly, who's a demo, she bought the suite from me. It was $87. So what she gave up is like $21 in commission. So for $6 more than the cost of the tutorial, she got 13 card kits in the mail. She got 26 cards and videos and tutorials and lots of extras. I'm glad you liked it, Kimberly. I think it's amazing, and it's the best deal ever. You're actually not paying for it. So a typical stamp camp like that out there, you would be paying probably $80 just for the stamp camp. So,
but it's free when you buy the...
It's free. And so I'm getting...
Because they have to buy the set from you, right?
Right, because I get $21 in commission, but you know what I do with that $21? I have to cut the card kits, which takes me a really long time, plus the cardstock and product that I put in that, plus the postage, plus I make a written tutorial, a video tutorial, I do a live video. I'm not making money off of you,
But she's having a lot of fun.
I'm having a lot of fun,
and
I
spreading
think our
card-making joy, which is
having
what
a lot
she's
of
really
fun.
in this for. So, okay, so
Look
we
at
talked about
Kimberly. She's saying
shop
it was well worth it.
and
Yes.
celebration.
Celebration, it ends. So if there's anything you still want to get, it's time to do that. So, and we also have to pick a winner. Do Prize Patrol. Can you show the Prize Patrol screen?
I can. And
For Prize Patrol, last week we said we would wait and pick a winner. And the winner of this card, this is actually, if you weren't on last week, go look at my video. Isn't this cool? Gina and I figured this out together. It's a gate, and we didn't take this from anywhere. It's an original idea. And we made a birthday card, but for Kylie's International Highlights, some of you know I do a voting contest every month. And I switched this out for a thank you, but that will be my March voting card. So starting the first Monday in March, that afternoon, it'd be great if you'd go in and vote for me. I'll probably remind you. But the winner of this card is Kathleen Zuckerman. She is someone new to the channel who I don't think has ever won anything yet. So congratulations, Kathleen. I just need your email. And so far
actually, you
this...
need her mailing address,
yes,
right?
I don't
Not
need
email.
your email. Good thing you're here,
See,
Steve.
that's what I'm here for.
He's
just trying
like
to help.
the brains and the brawn.
No,
you know?
I just am here to help. That's all I do.
So Bridget and Kathleen are the only two people. Bridget won last week, and your card is on the way, Bridget. She actually won last month's voting card. Okay, so I showed the cards. Now, what do you need for this set? Let me show you. I used the stitch rectangles, and I used the third smallest of this part. If you don't have the stitch rectangles, I have a measurement for you that we're gonna do, okay? And then I have been using this a lot. I'm probably outing myself, but I didn't forget your birthday. I'm stretching out the celebration. I've made a ton of cards with that lately. So you can send people cards late for their birthday, and it's like you're acknowledging it, but they still, like there was a reason. I don't know. Do you see why I'm doing that, honey?
It's the procrastinator's salutation.
Yes, but I'm getting better, and I love the font of this Something Fancy. So I use that, and again, I use the medium Daisy Punch. Help me hope that that doesn't retire. We are getting the annual catalog. I think it's March. Some of the demos tell me March 28th or 29th. I think it's the 29th. And the half-inch circle punch, which is retired, but you can also use this. Kimberly, you have this. You can cut out your daisy center with the Seaside Bay. Okay, so I'm going to make this with a little different color tonight. What is everybody saying? Elizabeth, congratulations to Kathleen. That's sweet.
Yeah, Bridget's looking forward to getting her card.
Yes, yes. You have to be a little bit patient, but I do get them out, and I'm keeping very good track this year. Okay.
Let's make a card.
Let's make a card. Okay, so for the sample card, this is Tahitian Tide. I have a graphic for this, Steve. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. For the card tonight, I'm going to use the Orchid Oasis. Such a pretty color, isn't it?
They're both pretty
I'm
colors.
glad these in colors are staying in. But that is what my card base is going to be.
Have you ever made a card with both of those colors?
I have, I think. They are super pretty. Okay, now what you need is DSP. And the DSP I use, did I show this yet?
Not yet.
Okay, in the mini catalog, there's host paper at the back. It's called Flowers and More. And if you have an order or you gather your friends to get an order of 150 or more, you can get this paper. And there's 48 sheets. And here's, well, I love so many of the papers. Look at this. Bright and happy. How can you go wrong with that? I made a bunch of cards with this pink stripe paper this weekend. And look, this Orchid Oasis, that would go with that. Look, you could make a card with these two colors, Steve. And also the Parakeet Party. So it's really pretty paper. And that is in the mini catalog in the host section at the back. So use whatever paper you want, because really the idea is to use up what you have too. So we're going to cut 2 strips, and they're 1 inch by 4 1/4. And if you're just getting on, I did get this card layout idea from my friend Sharon Burkert. This is not an original thought. And so this is another design out of that same paper. And then look at these cute polka dots. I'm going to put that on the side. This here. Okay. So these 2 long ones are 1 by 4 1/4. And then I cut 2 of these short ones, which are 1 inch by 3 inches. So on this paper, I just flipped the paper. The other side is what I used on here. And we are going to glue those on. Did you sneak over here, Steve, and put a glue that I wouldn't be able to get started?
No, I didn't. So if it doesn't go, it's not my fault.
So what has everybody been up to? Put in the chat what you did fun this weekend or what you're looking forward to.
We celebrated our daughter's birthday this weekend.
We did. We have 1 daughter and 3 sons, and our daughter turned 24.
Yep, they are all grown up now. She's adulting. She's a grad student at the University of Iowa. Called me for more car advice tonight. She needs new brakes, and they were going to charge her $600, and she was not very happy about that. And I said, well, you know, your brother and I have changed brakes before. And so now
You're the best dad
well,
ever. Did she tell you that?
I told her she's got to bribe us with pizza to get us to do it. But you know her brother is so tenderhearted that when
Yes.
she asks, he'll do it without hesitation.
Yes, he is very, very good to his siblings. And his parents and grandparents for that matter.
Although the story is, the first time he decided we're going to change the brakes on his car, he just ordered all the parts and showed up at my house and said, "Hey, we're going to change the brakes." And I said, "Have you ever done this
Have
before?"
you ever done it before?
I had never done it before either. He goes, "No, we're just going to watch a YouTube video." I said, "You know, these are the brakes on your car. It is kind of a point of failure that, you know, you can't fail." And he goes, "No, how hard can it be?" Well, it took us a lot longer than we thought it was going to. And one of the problems was, you know, we'd done such a good job being secure that we set the parking brake. And funny thing about rotors, they won't come off if the parking brake is on. And so
did you struggle to get the rotors off?
For about 45 minutes until it suddenly hit me, wait a second, the parking brake's on. And the minute we took the parking brake on, we got it right off. So, you know, it's just non-mechanics. This is a thing that you'll run into.
Okay, well, when Steve was telling his story, I was busy lining up the two long pieces and the two short pieces, and I just left a little bit of border all the way around. And you can just eyeball that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then I took, like I said, the third smallest stitched rectangle out of this stack. If you don't have that, measure 1 7/8 by 3 1/8. And you can cut that rectangle out instead, and it'll fit nicely and still leave a little border around. So I stamped that birthday sentiment again. I didn't forget your birthday, I'm just stretching out, on Parakeet Party. And then I'm popping it up on dimensionals. I was going to put these dimensional papers on my table, but I have a garbage that pulls out. Why would you not throw it right in the garbage, right?
So Bev is having her air conditioner worked on and her refrigerator worked on.
Beth, do you want Ryan and Steve to come visit you? Do you need
no,
a handyman?
No, I don't. We don't do air conditioners or refrigerators. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we could get that off a YouTube video. People actually go to school for that, so it's a little bit harder. But I'm just very envious that Bev needs to worry about her air conditioner right now. I'm just saying.
Bev, when you come back to Ottumwa, the heater's on today. There is no need for an air conditioner.
We're having our last winter storm in the season, at least in northern Iowa. We're not supposed to get. We're just supposed to get rain, but they're actually going to get pounded with snow here tomorrow and Thursday. So we're still having that. You're in the right place, Bev. I wouldn't come back yet.
Yeah. So I did 2 of the basic white medium daisies, and I put a glue dot in the center of one. You also might have noticed I took the bone folder, and I like the daisy to be not flat. So how do I hold it so it's not flat? I like the petals coming up. So I used my bone folder and did that. And now I'm going to put a mini dimensional in the center and pop up this sweet sorbet layer. And you could do a different flower. I was thinking the 2-tone flora would look good with the flowers on this, but you know, you can't go wrong with a daisy. Look at that. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, I like the white. You know, I was skeptical, I have to admit. When I saw you were doing a white flower, and I'm like, well, that's not very colorful. But that, you know, now, you know, I shouldn't be...
I am certainly glad you approve.
Mentally critical when it actually was brilliant. So there you go.
Well, there is white. These leaves and stems are white. And so having the white... It maybe doesn't show up on the camera, but,
actually it does.
It's really pretty.
You can tell that it pops.
And then I put the dimensional off to the side. I didn't put it on the sentiment because that's already popped up. And then for inside the card, we have our regular 4 by 5 1/4 white. And I took another strip, 3/4 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm going to put that inside just because we like our inside of our cards to be cute. And as Steve learned during the stamp camp, you didn't know about naked envelopes. Was it during the stamp camp, I think?
I was horrified.
Yeah. He didn't know what we were talking about, but all these crafters know what we're talking about. So, here's the inside. Oh, that one doesn't have an inside. Pretend I didn't show you that. Okay, and then we'll stamp something cute on the envelope as well. But think how many scraps you have. You just need 2 coordinating colors, and you need 1/2-inch strips. And then I also thought about if they were going vertical or horizontal when I cut them. But other than that, find something cute that fits on the rectangle. Or like I said, what Sharon did is she just embossed this whole center panel, and she cut out a flower from the DSP and put it off to the side. And then she used that die cut that said thanks over the top. Super cute as well. But these are my 2 cards for tonight. I will put a center in this too. But I'd like to know if you like number 1 better or number 2. And we are going to do the drawing live tonight for the Prize Patrol. Does everyone have it in for the Prize Patrol?
I think almost everybody does have it in.
Oh, look at that. Glenda made 2 birthday cards for the grandkids in Virginia. Had to send the box today. Oh, yeah, it is snow and high winds. Glenda is up in that snow area in northwest Iowa. Kimberly, oh, the comments are coming. I'm having trouble reading them.
Several people like number 1.
Thanks, everyone, for joining. If you're new to our channel, if you would say hi. If you haven't done a StreamYard channel, you have to go to StreamYard/Facebook and just give them permission. Otherwise, it shows up on our screen as Facebook user, and we have no idea who you are.
Hey, there's a vote for number 2. Thanks, Jean.
Yes. And Glenda, I haven't seen you lately. I'm so glad you're on tonight.
So here's the thing about card number 1. It's got a little bit more difference between the colors. So you've got the dark on this rectangle and then the lighter here. So this has more difference in colors. And this color looks really good because you've got the red spots on the pink. But over here, when you put those 2 together, it's still very pretty, but it's just not as different. It's not as striking, the difference.
So everyone was liking number 1 better?
I think number 1 was the winner. You just got 2 votes for number 2, though.
Oh, Linda Donaldson's on too. She also does the stamp camp. Linda, did you enjoy the last stamp camp? I sure hope you did.
So,
and Pat says she likes the one with the white
daisy because she's just once again reinforcing I don't know what I'm thinking, that white shouldn't go on a card because obviously it should.
Well, I think it's sweet, and I just think I could make several of these, and so could you. I would love it. Every time I show a card, if you would post it on social media and put #StampingMom, I can go out and see it.
Okay,
Just
so
like this. I did have a team member, Chris, made a teddy bear card last week, you know, with the bear paper in the annual catalog. And she showed it to someone this weekend, and she said this is an original way to make a gate card. And the gal goes, no, I've seen it somewhere. And then she realized she saw the video or the pictures from the video last week, which was super fun.
if you haven't done so already, please enter #PrizePatrol in the comments so you get entered to win one of these cards.
Oh, Linda, I am so glad you liked the stamp camp. I really do think it was the best one ever. We've done like 8 of them, 7 or 8, and every time I think they get even better. And the best cards are the ones that aren't in the tutorial, unfortunately. So you need to do the stamp camp to get those.
Okay.
How many people? We have 16 people on Prize Patrol tonight.
We're going to
Should
do
we
it.
go ahead and see who wins?
I think we have elongated the suspense long enough.
Okay. Well, I like reading the comments. I'll go back and read your comments. I do have my card planned out. Kathy Ost, we had lunch with her and her husband in Minnesota a couple weeks ago. And Kathy, I hope you don't mind, but I love your card. And I'm hoping to make it for our video.
Let me break in. Jean, you just entered #PrizePatrol, but you put a space in between prize and patrol. It needs to be all one word with no space in the middle.
Jean, I promise you, it's not Steve and I being picky. It's his mechanics of the Prize Patrol that they won't have your name in there unless it's #PrizePatrol with no spaces.
If it's on the screen now, what you're supposed to type in. So, Jean, if you could go ahead and re-enter that, I want to make sure you get into the drawing.
So what else is going on? 1 week of celebration.
Here we go.
If you're thinking about joining Stamping Up, I sure hope you consider joining with Steve and I.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, Jean did get in. There's 7 people now.
Yep. And the winner is...
Oh, GN goes to Stamp Camp too.
Glenda.
Glenda, look at that. You get a reward for coming back. Like I said, we haven't seen you for a while. Congratulations, and Glenda, I need to know if you want
She wants that
number
one.
She wants this one?
Already said that if she won, that's the one she wanted.
Okay.
She had a premonition that this was her night.
Well, and Steve has he just pushes a button, so it is totally random who won. But Glenda, congratulations. And everyone who joins us on Tuesday nights, Steve and I really enjoy doing this. I hope you enjoy stopping by and spending a half an hour with us. It's usually 20 to 30 minutes. And if you wouldn't mind sharing this video or inviting your friends,
Yeah,
really
bring your friends
appreciate
back.
it.
The more the merrier.
And Steve did post his scuba diving videos. If you're interested in that, he shows what he sees, the fish, and then puts the name on there, what the fish is. So even if you're not a scuba diver, it's pretty interesting.
It's amazing how many different fish are down there. Different colors, different shapes.
And are they all on, they're all on our other YouTube channel. It's called Best Last Half. Can you put a link on this video so they can get there?
Yep, we'll do that after we get done
Jean,
here.
Jean, I think you're new to Tuesday nights. Welcome. We are sure glad you're here. And we will see you next week. Have a blessed week and stay warm if you're out in the cold. Thanks, everybody.